Hello everybody, it's a rainy day here in Maui, so I figured I'd take advantage of the day and show you guys how to skirt and rig trolling lure. So here we have a Plumbus HS, that's high speed 21 ounce solid lead lure, and the appropriate size hook. This is a 9/0 mustad. So when you're sizing a hook for a trolling lure, you want to make sure that the hook cannot fit all the way over the head. These are the appropriate skirts. I'm using Blue Ocean Manufacturing number 402. This is a Plumbus X 9.5 ounce with a Mustad 7/0 and the appropriate skirts. These are number 302s. You're going to need scissors, waxed floss. You can get this at any offshore fishing store. 70-pound test there. We have crimpers, cable cutters, because we're going to be rigging the 21 ounce on cable for wahoo or ono. This is line saver. This is 200-pound test mono, 400-pound test mono, and all the right crimps. All right, here we go. Rigging the 21 ounce Plumbus. We're rigging it Hawaiian style on cable. So this is our cable. So remember, we're using 400-pound test mono leader. We have to make sure that this cable is the same diameter. So get some calipers or just read the label. All right, so you take that and run it through the lumen of the Plumbus. Carefully, yes, good. Here we go. All the way out the back. Great. So we'll take our 2.2 millimeter crimps, and we're going to run those on. I'm taking 2 of them right now. And it looks like I messed up a little. See that little tag hanging off right there? Can't have it. So we got to take these crimps, or the cable cutters actually, and cut that piece off. So now we got a nice fresh end. Very important, instead of having to fumble around trying to wiggle on these crimps, just cut it, get a fresh end. So we're putting 2 crimps on. There we go. And now we'll take the hook. That goes on. And now we're going to bring... So you see how the cable's coming out the end like that? You don't want that. You want it to be just coming out, like we'll say, a millimeter. That way it's not cutting and grabbing onto the end of the skirt. Let's see if we can actually get it to focus. I mean, you get the idea. You can see it there. All right, so we're going to use the biggest size on the crimps right here. Crimp her down. Nice and strong. These are long crimps, so I crimp 3 times. Show you what that looks like. That right there. So you can see I did not crimp all the way to the end here, and I didn't crimp all the way to the end right there. And you might be wondering, why did we put 2 crimps on, but I only crimped 1 right there? Well, if you see, the hook is a little too deep in the skirt here. So we want that skirt to ride, or that hook to ride a little lower in the skirt, just to where it's like just about to the bottom right there. So we'll measure that, and I'll hold the end of the cable right there, and then we'll look at the bottom side and allow this this little crimp to go all the way up. We'll measure again, and yep, that looks good. So this is where we're gonna crimp. On this one, I do only 1 crimp. This is not like a load-bearing crimp. It's just one that needs to prevent the lure from sliding back any further. Okay. So there we go. So Hawaiian style, we run it out maybe 5 inches or so. So this is a connection that you can connect the 400-pound mono directly to the cable without too much terminal tackle. You don't have an extra swivel there. You actually just use 1 crimp. So there's a total of 3 crimps, I guess 4 if we're talking about the crimp that makes the loop that goes to the snap swivel. But check it out. So I'm going to put it first on the mono. I guess I didn't mention, but you also need a lighter. So we're going to use this lighter. It's on the mono here. We're going to mushroom over the end. So it's just a little bit mushroomed, so that way it won't slide off. And then we're going to take that cable and run it through this way. Again, if your cable is frayed, this is a nightmare. It's a pain to deal with. Okay, so that looks good, just like that. I'm going to crimp it. And I was skeptical the first time I saw this connection. I was like, I don't know, I feel like maybe if a really big fish bites, it's going to fail. But I have been very impressed. We even foul hooked like a 300-pound marlin like this one day. It's fine, no problem. Electric reel, 130 wide, no problem. Well, here we go. You can see, you know what, I'm gonna get it a little bit more on the top side here. Sorry about the quality of this video not being the best. Just using the front facing camera on my Samsung Galaxy S20 FE. All right, so that's it. That's how it's done right there. On the other end, we're just gonna take, this is 400-pound mono, so you don't really have to use any chafe guard, but we will, just because we have it, and this is going to a client, so we want it to look professional. Take about a, maybe a 1 1/4 inch section. Take a 2.2 millimeter swivel, run that through. Listen to the dirt bike in the background. Alright, so we'll run it through right there. Mushroom the end. I always melt and mushroom the end of my mono before I crimp it. So that way we make it nice and flush. Here's another trick: when you have the line saver on there, run it on this end, the mushroom side of the crimp, and then you can just cinch it over like that, and you got a beautiful tip, beautiful end loop. Same deal over here. Crimp, 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 staying away from the very end up here and staying away from the end down here. I think I'll crimp that little section down again too, just because I like it to be pretty. I don't think it really is gonna change anything, but all right, that's it. That's how you rig Hawaiian style. This is a Plumbus 21 ounce, ready for high speed trolling, ready for toothy critters. Good luck.